Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today we are doing my ins and outs for the month, so my haul and my unhaul. I'm doing this a few days before the end of July, so anything that does come in at the back end of July, I will put in August's haul. So my August haul may look a little chunkier maybe, because I do know I have a couple of things ordered, but I don't expect them to come in this week before the end of July. We'll see what happens, they may do, but we'll see what happens. I'm just trying to get ahead of my filming. I am in a slump right now, so I'm trying to be productive, not beat myself up about the slump, and just get ahead of filming any sit-down videos that I've got planned for August. And then if my reading comes back to me in August, I've got more time to actually read when it comes back to me. I'm just trying to be productive and take my mind off of the slump. So that's what we're doing. It is what it is. So this month I do have 22 books to haul for you. There is a mix of, actually there isn't a lot that's been gifted to me, in all honesty. I've bought a lot of these, but I've also read a handful of them, or I'm partway through reading them, which also means that it, could be next year before I finish them. It is what it is. And then I do have a little stack of an unhaul as well. So let's start off with the handful of books that have been gifted to me. I've got one from a publisher, two from my patrons. So we do have the Hometown Bookshop by Jenna Warren. This was gifted to me by the publisher, who are Fairlight Books. So thank you to them for gifting me this one. I truly appreciate it. This comes out on the 21st of August. So all being well, I will get to this before its release date. I'm very excited about it. It sounds really, really cute. And it involves a bookshop. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's got an actress in it who is a starring role in a West End show, glittering social life and an equally high-flying boyfriend. Her perfect existence abruptly falls to pieces, and she retreats to her hometown on the North Yorkshire coast, finding a summer job in a local bookstore. Greg, the grumpy old-fashioned manager of Sea Swept Books, is alarmed by Charlotte's attempts to revitalise the tired-looking bookshop, but when she discovers his secret passion for amateur dramatics, an unlikely friendship blossoms. As Charlotte begins to question whether her showbiz life was really all that dreamy, and as Greg ventures beyond his comfort zone with a little help from handsome librarian Nick, can both of them find the courage to start a new chapter? Hang on a minute. I hadn't read that last part. I thought this was a romance between Charlotte and Greg. That doesn't appear to be the case. Okay. The Hometown Bookshop is an emotional reset, a reminder of the importance of connection, and an antidote to loneliness. It sounds really sweet, and I'm looking forward to giving it a read. So thank you to Fairlight Books for sending me this one. I truly appreciate it. The cover for this is so cute as well. So I'm looking forward to that. And then from one of my patrons, Gecko, they did send me The Elegant Courtly Life of the Tea Witch, Volume 1. Their note does say, thank you for being you and for everything you do. Mum says hi to you. Lots of love always from Gecko. Hi to your mum. This sounds really good. It's been on my radar for a little while now, so I'm looking forward to it. Remy, a humble tea witch, enjoys her quiet, unnoticed life brewing teas for nobles, but when a princess takes a liking to her, Remy is thrust into the spotlight. Can a tea witch keep her secrets and the princess safe, or will the forces of war return to shatter the calm she has worked so hard to protect? Cute. So I did get that one. Thank you very much, Gecko, for that one. I truly appreciate it. And then from the lovely Claire, I did get Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan, which is book 3 in this series. Very much so looking forward to continuing on with this series. And I am hopeful that I will get to book 2 in literature so that I can maybe read this one for the next final book support group. Fingers crossed. This one does follow Hendrix and also Maverick as well. Moving, romantic and thrumming with life. That's Ryan. This is Ryan's best work yet. That's from Talia Hibbert. And Abby Jimenez has put, like I know her, Kennedy Ryan is my go-to for deep, emotional and sensual storytelling. Facts. I would agree with that. So I'm very excited about this one. Thank you to Claire for sending me this one. She sent me this very recently, actually. I have been struggling with burnout massively and clearly a slump. And I had a little bit of an emotional day with my patrons one day last week. So she ended up sending me this one. So thank you very much. It definitely put a smile on my face and I truly appreciate you. Thank you, Claire. Okay, then we have special editions, subscription boxes, etc. My copy of Fairy Loot's Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros finally came in. I did have to chase them about it because I noticed everyone else already had theirs and I was like, where the heck is mine? So I did have to go on the hunt for it. It appeared it had gotten lost, but they were very quickly did replace it for me. I have flipped the dust jacket because I prefer them this way round. I'm not 100% certain if I am actually going to keep this. I'm not sure. I do have the other two, but I'm kind of at a point where I'm a little bit over this series. I'm not going to lie. And I'm absolutely devastated about that situation because I loved Onyx Storm. I did end up giving Iron Flame 4.5 stars, but it took me 14 months to get through. And I have no intention of picking this up at least until there is a release date for the next book. So I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I'm not sure. We'll see. But it came in anyway. June's Afterlight. We have Picture to Burn. We've got Love in Focus by Lila Lee. I'm really looking forward to this. It looks stunning. It is sapphic and is such a very pretty edition of the book. Absolutely beautiful. And under the dust jacket, this is stunning. So that did come in from Afterlight in June, but it didn't come in until July. So it was quite delayed, which is why it's in this haul and wasn't in June's. So that one is June's Afterlight, and then July's Afterlight has come in on time. Rodeo Romeo, and we have Love is a War Song by Danica Nava. This looks stunning. And I'm very excited to give it a read. And the naked hardcover. Stunning. So that is July's book, clearly a cowboy romance. So I'm very excited about reading that one. And then July's Romantasy from Fairy Loot is For Fateful Bonds, and it is Arcana Academy by Elise Cover. This is very, very beautiful. It's giving Babel, maybe not the interior, but the exterior, although it is still a dark academia, I believe. The exterior is definitely giving Babel, I would say, personally. Stunning. Naked hardcover. And then the reversible dust jacket as well. So yeah, that is July's Romantasy book. Okay, and then a stack of books that I have hauled. So my pre-order of Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jewell did come in. I have not yet read this one, but I am looking forward to doing so. Lisa Jewell is an author that I've actually only read one of her books, I think, but I know she's got a rather large backlist, and I really enjoyed the one book that I did read, which was... Oh no, I've read a couple. None of This Is True and Break in the Dark I've definitely read. I've got Then She Was Gone on my TBR as well. So I have read a couple from her and I enjoyed them. So I am looking forward to picking up more from her. And this one sounds really good. So looking forward to that. Then I did also get my copy of Shield of Sparrows from Waterstones. This is the exclusive edition, which I believe there was a bit of drama actually on somebody's Instagram stories about this, because this isn't the sprayed edges that was mentioned by Waterstones. They've since taken everything down, like surrounding that. But yeah, apparently these weren't supposed to be the sprayed edges. I still think it looks pretty, but whatever. So yeah, the end papers underneath the dust jacket, they're pretty indeed. Excited about giving this one a read. It is on my TBR for August. We will see whether or not I actually manage to get to that due to my slump, but we'll see what happens with that. Then I did get a copy of Pisces by Megan Holly. This is book 3 in a series, but it came in a subscription box. So it did come in the first Beneath the Covers box from the Reading Vault, who I've done some work with before, and this is absolutely stunning. I'm obsessed with this edition of this book. I don't know if I need to have read the other two in the series before I pick this one up, but the illustration style is beautiful. and the pages on the inside, but I'm very excited about giving this one a read. And I did get a bunch of other stuff with it as well, bookmarks, some stickers, etc, etc. So I am excited about picking that one up at some point, but I do need to do some research into whether or not I need to pick the other ones up first. I did get a copy of Phantom Hearts by Rosie Talbot and Sarah Maxwell, which is a graphic novel. It's a sapphic graphic novel, and it does have ghosts in it. And I did read this one. Was it for Summerween? I can't remember what I read this one for, but I read it in I read it in July and I liked it. It was good. So I have read that one. I did find a copy of The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center in TK Maxx. So I ended up picking this one up. It was only $3.99 and I've heard incredible things. I've read a Catherine Center book before and enjoyed myself. So thought I would try another one. I've read The Bodyguard. It was fun. And I've got Hello Stranger on my Kindle as well. So yeah. Got a couple on my radar. I've added this one to the mix. I did get a copy of Solo Leveling at Volume 12 while I was in London on Jade's Hen Do. I also got a copy of A Business Proposal Volume 9, which is on my August TBR. And I got Cal's Doomsday Scenario by Matt Dinnerman, which I did read in July. I bought it and then read it on the train home from, not the whole time, but read it on my way home from Jade's Hen Do. And I gave it 5 stars. I loved it. So I did get these 3 while I was in London. I did get a normal copy of Bury My Bones in the Midnight, Bury Our Bones even, in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I don't particularly love it's a personal opinion, personal preference, don't particularly love the Fairy edition that has come. So I have gotten a normal copy instead because I actually preferred this to the original, to the Fairy Loot one. I am currently reading this one. I'm 82 pages in. And I have been 82 pages in for maybe 2 weeks now. So we'll see if I get that finished or not. It's my mood, I think. I'm blaming my mood until I know it's definitely not my mood. I did get my pre-order of Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. This is the Waterstones edition, and I'm fairly certain that it is potentially signed. Yep, signed by Holly too. The end papers and underneath the dust jacket. I actually don't know what that is. Oh, fancy. So yeah, I have enjoyed Holly Jackson's writing before. Loved the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. Couldn't finish the last one because the stalking element in it. But I also really liked 5 Survive as well. Was it called 5 Survive? Yeah, 5 Survive. Oh, and the reappearance of Rachel Price. I enjoyed that one too. I've actually read everything by her except for finishing As Good as Dead, because I couldn't for my own mental health. So yeah. And then my pre-order of Silver Cloak by L.K. Stephen came in as well. This is, again, the Waterstones exclusive edition, and with a stunning map on the end papers. Beautiful. Underneath the dust jacket. And again, I am currently reading this one. I am 33 pages in. Story of my life. Okay, the last 4 books I have here. My pre-order of Chasing Shelter by Catherine Cowles came in. This is book 5 in the Sparrow Falls series. I did read books 2 and 3 during July, so really enjoying the series so far. Did want to get a copy of that. I also got a copy of We Live Here Now by Sarah Pinborough. The hardback in the UK is so expensive, and I was making an order on... Was it Sci-Fi? I think I was using Sci-Fi with Gavin's code. So if you wanted to get 5% off Sci-Fi, you can use Gavin's code, GavGav. Shout out to Gavin. I always alternate between Books Please and Sci-Fi, depending on what the prices are and also what they've actually got in stock, because sometimes Sci-Fi has stuff in stock that Books Please does not. So I have a code for Books Please for 5% off, and Gavin has one for Sci-Fi. So my code is always in my linked in my description box down below. I can't remember my code off the top of my head right now. Useful as ever, but I remember Gav's. So I did get this one from Sci-Fi. It is the paperback copy. It's the US paperback copy as well. We can't get this in the UK. So I did get that one. It was much cheaper on Sci-Fi than it was getting the hardback in the UK, and I'm very excited about reading this one at some point. And then I also got the Dungeon Anarchists Cookbook by Matt Dinnerman, which is book 3 in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. This is what I was getting from Sci-Fi, so I added We Live Here Now to the order. And I actually, no, I got these from Books Please. I've ordered books 4 and 5 in this series from Sci-Fi using Gavin's code, because I remember screenshotting it and sending it to him because he was very excited that I was ordering books 4 and 5. So yeah, so I got these ones from Books Please. Those 2 that will come in at some point soon, but will be in my August haul from Sci-Fi. Would recommend both websites. They're both very, very good. They're sister websites. So it's just great because me and Gav both have a code each for them. So we use each other's codes. It's good. So yeah, very excited about this one. It is on my August TBR. And then actually this one was sent to me by Tandem. I didn't pay for this one either. It should have been in the beginning of this video. Regardless, I was sent Kill Your Darlings by Peter Swanson from Tandem. I have read this one. I gave it 3.5 stars. I've had very mixed feelings about this book. It was weird, but I have read it, and it will be in my July wrap up if you want my thoughts on it. So yeah, I have read that one. So that's my haul, my 22 books hauled in the month of July. Now I have this lot for an unhaul. So we've got 10 books here for an unhaul. Not as many to unhaul, but we have them nonetheless. Would I put any of these that I've read on here? I do think that I would probably put this on here actually, because I'm not going to reread it. So 11. So yeah, Kill Your Darlings by Peter Swanson. I'm never going to reread it. It's just going to take up room on my shelf. So I'll probably unhaul that. I have read it. So it's come in and got out in the same month. Amazing. We've got The Reaper by Jackson P. Brown. This is an arc of this. And I'm devastated about this situation, I've got to be honest. This has been one of the books that I've ended up DNFing in the month of July. Not sure if it's my mood or the book itself. I'm fairly certain it's the book. I did send a picture of one of the pages that I was reading that I was having real problems with to a couple of friends, and at least one of them came back to me and confirmed that yes, it's very bizarre. It's a bizarre writing style and it's just not working for me, unfortunately. So really gutted about that because I was really, really hyped about this book and I was very excited about it. Thank you again to Del Rey for sending me this. I do truly appreciate it, but unfortunately I have DNF'd the book, so I will be unhauling it. How to Make a Horror Movie and Survive by Craig DeLuey. I'm a little bit gutted about getting rid of this, but I didn't love this book. I think I gave it 2.5 stars if I remember correctly. I didn't have as good a time with this as I did episode 13. There's no point in keeping it on my shelves just because I like the cover. So this one can be unhauled. The Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. Another one that I DNF'd in July. I am gutted about this situation. I'm not going to lie. I've had this on my shelves for a while now and I am a little bit devastated about this, but it was just going on and I wasn't enjoying myself. I wasn't having a good time. I just wanted it to end. And then my thought process was, well, actually, this kind of works in my favour because I think it's supposed to be like a 5, 6, 7 book series. I'm not sure. And there's only 3 books out so far. So if I remember correctly. So it's kind of worked out in my favour. It was gifted to me as well. Thank you to Buckle Puff for sending me this one. I have given it a good chance, but unfortunately it's just not for me. So, unhaul. Another one I've DNF'd. A Horror Hotel by Victoria Fulton and Faith McLaren. Since I've DNF'd this, so many people have said to me, I am so fucking glad you DNF'd that because it was shocking. So, didn't realise that that was the opinion we had of this book. But yeah, I did DNF this one about halfway through. Wasn't having a good time. Again, DNF'd it during Summerween if you wanted to know my full thoughts on why. Then we have Witches Volume 1. I read this one during Summerween. I'm glad that I have finally gotten to it because it's been on my shelves for forever. And I got sick to death of seeing it. Just didn't like the art style too much. And I'm never going to reread it. And they never did a Volume 2. So I'm unhauling it. Another book that I DNF'd in the month of July, Sky Daddy by Kate Falk. I got quite a ways into this, I'm not going to lie, on my flight to Egypt. My intention was to finish it on my flight home. By the time it came towards the end of the holiday, because then I was going to try and finish it before the flight home so that it was done and I could pick something else up on the plane. I just didn't care to pick it back up. It was too weird for me. I think once I got motoring with it, I was all right because it was something to do on the plane. But once we got off the plane and a few days had gone by, I just had no interest in picking it back up. I did make it very far in, like a very long ways into this book. I made it to page 230. I didn't have too much longer left. Maybe 120 pages left. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So I did end up DNFing Sky Daddy by Kate Falk. I'm unhauling this copy of Christopher Robin. It's a book based off of the film. I don't know if the book came first or the film. I think the film came first. I love the film, and I do have quite a Winnie the Pooh collection, but I've never read this one, and I don't think I'm going to, so I'm unhauling it. I have made the decision to unhaul Mercury Rising by R.W.W. Green. When I read this one, I will leave a link to the video up here somewhere, but when I read this one, I said that I was going to keep hold of it. I didn't think that I'd been in the right headspace when I read it, and I thought that if I reread it, I might enjoy it better. I don't know if that's now the case, and I'm just going to unhaul it. It was a mid book for me, and I don't think I want to waste my time trying to reread it, so I am going to unhaul it. Another book that I am going to unhaul that came from the same subscription service, A Box of Stories, is These Deathless Shores by P.H. Lowe. I said when I unboxed this in the video that I don't really do Peter Pan retellings because I don't like the original story by J.M. Barrie, and I've never met a Peter Pan retelling yet that I've enjoyed. So I do think I'm just going to unhaul this. It's chunky as hell. It's taking up a lot of room on my shelves, and I don't think I'm ever going to reach for it. So I'm just going to unhaul it and be done with it. And then the last book that I do have here, I'm unsure on what to do with this. I picked this up because I was very excited to see a certain person's name on this cover, and that's the only reason I picked it up. I don't know anything about it. I don't know if I'm in my era for reading this book, and it's taking up space on my shelves. So I think I'm going to unhaul it. Unless you've read it and you think that I'm going to enjoy it, and you think I should keep it on that basis, let me know if that is the case. But it is Keanu Reeves and China Miéville. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but the Book of Elsewhere. I will say as well, what bothers me about this cover is that the authors' names are so much bigger than the book title. Anyone would think that the title of this book is Keanu Reeves, China Miéville. You know? And I know why they've done it, because it's got Keanu Reeves on it. Because it worked on me, okay? The Book of Elsewhere. It says a mind-blowing epic. I'm not in my epic era. From Keanu Reeves and China. Unlike anything these two genre-bending pioneers have created before, inspired by the world of the Berserker comic books. And now I wouldn't mind reading the Berserker comic books, actually. But I feel like I need to read those before this. This has got really short chapters in it. Oh no, I lied. They're not that short. Okay, do I keep this or not? I will keep it to one side until this video has been up for a little while. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read this one and enjoyed it and you think at some point that I will enjoy it. Or if you've read the Berserker comics, you're planning on reading this one, you think I'll enjoy the Berserker comics and therefore maybe this one. Or if you've read this, you think it's a waste of my time. Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, that is the last one that I'm planning on unhauling. I do love Keanu Reeves, and that's the reason why I picked it up. I'm not sure if there's like a more wholesome person on the planet, in all honesty. There's a lot more, there's a lot of wholesome people on the planet, but Keanu Reeves, iconic. I adore him. So yeah, that is my haul and unhaul for the month of July. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I'm making a mistake with any of these books, especially the Book of Elsewhere. I really want to know whether or not you think I should be keeping that one. I've been trying to make space on my shelves for the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, which is essentially why it's come off the shelves. I could be making a mistake there. So let me know in the comments down below if you think that's what I'm doing. But yeah, that is everything that I've hauled and unhauled in the month of July. I've read a couple of them. I'm partway through a couple of the books that I've hauled. You know, making progress, kind of. I can smell soap, like, really strongly, and I'm not sure why. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Chat to me in the comments down below, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye for now.